You and I were talking about addiction and the opioid crisis.
100 people a day just in the United States, which is about 1 every 5 minutes, is now dying of an opiate overdose. Today, 100 people will die in the US. It's the #1 killer under the age of 40 now, and those numbers are going up every year. So it's a huge problem, and traditional rehabs
Don't work.
there was about a 5% success rate.
Correct.
Separate from, those are just the people that complete the program. Half the people don't even complete a 30-day program, and it's tied to insurance, and it's a revolving door. It's become a revolving door. It's not customized care.
And it's all insurance-based, which goes along with psychiatric care and drugs.
They
more
give
drugs
people,
and
a lot
drugs.
of clients that come to us have been
Suboxone.
diagnosed as bipolar and things like this. When they're not, they need that diagnosis to get them on a pharmaceutical. So they're put on tranquilizers and Seroquel and Suboxone and methadone. And we've had the good fortune to treat a lot of people the last year who have been on Suboxone and methadone, and they come to us. Their lives are great. They've been on it for 10 years. They're high-functioning executives or mothers, but they don't have any energy. They're not connected to their truth or their passion. And so that's what it does over time. And so they come and they want to get off, and they want the opioid receptor reset. That's, the pleasure receptor. So you can feel good having sex again. You can feel good doing what you love. I think the young man you spoke to this morning was saying he couldn't be treated because with Ibogaine, there's, a risk of pre-existing heart conditions, and he had some sort of a heart risk, and the doctors had identified that during the EKG. And what did you say he said?
That he was being put on watch, and then he said he would sign a waiver if he died. If they would just take him in, because he feels if he goes back out on the street, they're going to find him with a needle in his arm.
Wow.
And he doesn't want his mom and dad to see that.
It's really sad. It's really sad. Well, we probably can't treat him, and he'll have to go home, which is, and then he has no choice but to go back to fentanyl, and it's an awful situation, anyhow.
Well, he could probably fly to Africa, go with Sweetie.
He could. That could be an option if he can get there. Yeah, it's a little hard to get to. But there's so many people, hundreds of people every week who reach out who, don't have passports, don't have the money to come here. Ibogaine is, a Schedule 1, similar to cocaine in the United States. It's unscheduled here in Mexico, but we don't have enough capacity. We're full, and people can't get here, or they can't afford it, and that's just a very sad crisis right now. It's really a trauma crisis, I think that people are treating their pain, right, with an opiate, and addiction's very complex.